Alright, so this is the Sony RX1R III. This is probably the craziest camera I have ever used. It is pretty much Sony's version of a Leica Q2. The only reason why I'm not comparing it to the Q3 is because it just looks more like a Q2. It doesn't have a rotating LCD screen, and it feels more like a Q2, okay? And it's absolutely insane. If you don't know, I'm partnered with a local camera brand here in Milwaukee. They're called Impulse, but they also ship worldwide. So if you need anything for your content gear, you should go through them. One, because they care about creators, and two, they're just sick to work with. But I've been using this camera now for a week, and it's just insane. I think it's 61 megapixels, and the fact that there's a full frame sensor, and like this fits in the palm of my hand. It's so small, it's so delicate. I hate bringing it anywhere because I feel like I'm gonna drop it. But as a photographer and as a video creator, you have to be kind of a little rough with your gear, so I'm trying to still see what this camera is all about while also keeping it in pristine condition. Impulse also hooked me up with a couple accessories for it. This is a Polar Pro carrying bag. Not gonna use it, but thank you, Impulse. And they also hooked me up with this PGY Tech hand lanyard, hand camera strap. Also not going to use that either. I thought I was going to, but I have this small little camera strap here, and it works very nicely. And I thought the photos from this morning turned out absolutely crazy, and it's just insane. This camera is insane.
You know, I mentally freak myself out probably once a week because I overthink my content. I overthink where I'm at in life. And I realized in this past week of me turning 29, I'm older, I'm so much wiser now, that we can't do everything. And not everything that we do needs to be documented on socials. Life is about giving and taking. What are you gonna sacrifice to give what you want, or to take what you want, I should say. And as you get older, you realize that you can't do everything. And I've come to that realization. And I've been thinking a lot about what type of videos I want to make, because in this content world, you're like, oh, I need to make talking head type videos. Oh, I need to make vlogs. Oh, I can only vlog my life weekly and make certain things, and like everything has to be perfect, picture perfect. And I'm telling you, if you're in the same situation that I am, that it doesn't have to be. We overcomplicate things so much, and I'm done overcomplicating. I'm done, right? And you should be too. If you're in the same spot, you should be too. Pick up the camera, make a video. Go out for a run, run. Show up to your job, work. Life isn't that complicated. Everything that we do is small compound effects. If we just show up every single day and put ourselves out there, the things that we want will slowly come. And that is what I've realized over the past week of turning 29. Like I said, dude, so much older, so much wiser. And are we not gonna talk about how beautiful the sunrise is? Dude, Milwaukee's been having the most insane sunrises. Hey, what's up? I'm over here. This is your sign to wake up early and catch a sunrise. Like, are you kidding me? This is the most epic thing I've ever seen in my life. Milwaukee's been having the most amazing sunrises. I currently have the Sony RX1R III on me. I've snapped the same photo 20 times, I don't care. I'm enjoying this. This is amazing. Go grab your camera, go out for a run, do whatever you do, just go and catch a sunrise. You're not going to regret it.
I've been thinking a lot about content lately, just because I've been doing this for such a long time, and I feel like currently right now you have to put yourself in a box to be able to succeed. You have to enjoy camera content and only camera content. You have to enjoy running content and only running content. And when you put yourself in a box, you slowly start to find out that you probably don't like the thing that you like as much, unless you're a specific pro. But like me, I love photography, but I also enjoy running. And because I don't have all the time in the world to just create, my life is very hectic. So what I'm learning is, instead of niching down like you think that you should, I'm just being me and letting myself be the content, which I know is the conclusion that I should have came to years ago. But it's just nice to know that if I'm going to the gym and I feel like I should record something, that I can bring my camera and record it and know I can fit it into a video somewhere, or it's gonna get to my larger message of just being you and liking the things that you do and just creating around that, right? I'm gonna be doing photography for the rest of my life. I'm gonna be working out for the rest of my life. So it'd be stupid of me to not create some sort of content around that if that is what I'm doing. Today, I am buying my dream camera. I've always wanted a Fujifilm X-Pro1. They're a little pricey used, but I was scrolling through Facebook Marketplace, searching for used cameras, and I found someone selling an X-Pro1 with a 35mm f2 lens for a price of $400, which is a steal. I'm super hyped, and I'm going to pick it up right now. Alright, so that was probably the smoothest transaction that I've had for Facebook Marketplace. The dude was super nice, and he said that the guy that had this camera before him would literally just use this setup here for the streets of Chicago, and I was like, that's what I plan to use it. So here's the camera. It is beat to hell. It's definitely a lot larger than what I thought it would be, but it feels nice in the hand. I have a thumb grip too at home that would be nice, and you can tell that this camera's been used very much, which is what I want. Like, I want this thing to be my everyday camera, and I want to be able to bring it places and not care if I destroy it. So I can't wait. Just, this thing looks beautiful, and the photos that you get from this are gonna be so nice. I don't need another new camera for a very, very long time. I'm so hyped. All right, we are now on the DJI Action 5, and I am about to go for a run with my friend Reese, the same guy that I lifted legs with, which I am still super sore, but I have the Sony RX1R III. This camera is absolutely insane. I'm weirdly more hyped about my X-Pro1 than I am about this thing, but that's just because I prefer Fuji cameras, which is why I switched all my Sony gear to Fuji. But this thing's insane. I'm gonna have to be really delicate because it's not mine. I have it on loan. But the fact that this camera's $5,000 is just a little bit crazy to me. But you do get, it's so small. Like, this thing is so small. You can do so much with it, and the photos that you get are insane. So I understand why it's $5,000. Just me, I'm more hyped about my $400 camera than I am this thing. But that's neither here or there. I'm hyped to bring this on a run. I can't wait to see what I get. So
Let's go run.
Bad night ruined me, just doesn't get through to me. Even back then, getting stopped by the truancy. Posted with the bros and turned the bond into a mutiny. You fuck with one of them and then we handle it brutally, Y'all not sick, you pussies got immunity and lack the continuity. I leave them in the dust and stack bread cause I'm moving things. Speed reached a new high when I started removing things. I had to drop the baggage out the plane before I flew a wing. I let the engine fail, cold day in hell, I let a pest prevail. Let's put them to the test and let the pressure scale. Yeah, that'll do it, that'll separate the weak from the real, getting to it. I did it for the love, but got no love for what I did, so that's why I'm moving.
All right, it is now 1:43 in the afternoon. Yesterday was a jam-packed day, dude. Got the X-Pro1, went for a run. It was like 70 degrees outside here in Milwaukee, which is insane for November. Now it's 20 degrees. The Midwest, dude, the Midwest. But yesterday, also last night, Tom Segura, a comedian, filmed his Netflix special here in Milwaukee, and I was at that show. That was super cool. I've always wanted to say that not even that I've always wanted to say, I've always wanted to go to a Netflix comedy special taping so I can get to cross that off my bucket list. It was just such a cool experience. Hung out with some family I haven't seen in a while. Dude, yesterday was just such a good day. Yes, I am wearing my X-Pro1 around my neck just for the hell of it. This camera is so sick. I took some photos that I'll end the video with. I just like woke up and like went for a walk and saw this BMW just sitting outside. I'm like, that is exactly what I needed to test out this camera. And the photos turned out so crispy. I'm in love with this camera. But the Sony RX1R III is so sick too. I have to give this back. I own this camera. And then I also have the Fujifilm X-E1 here. I'll be selling this. If you're interested in this camera, I'll sell it to you for a good price. You can hit me up on Instagram or through Threads. But these cameras are basically the same. I just prefer the X-Pro1. So, on the video with those photos, if you guys like this style of vlog, I think this is more easier for me to make every single week. So this is how I'm going to stay consistent. And I'm just going to play the YouTube long game. If this video gets 10 views, it gets 10 views. I don't even care. So, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.